It's also good to know. And we have a red boomerang on the uncle.
Then we got 300 coins on the Lumberjack ledge today.
You wanna grab if you don't need to. LPShred is heading straight into the castle front with a short sword. That's always a good choice to make.
I think Lolity is going to be a little sad that someone picked up the shield. Oh, piece of heart.
Only heart piece. Not get the quick kill here on the first key guard for LPShred.
Ikaros looked like they thought about trying to do the tree pull, but advised against it.
You can find and get Rico. Nice kill on the second.
Oh, flippers!
And flippers. Pretty good catch there.
Now, would you then, now for flippers, would it something you would consider changing your routing based on, or doing the early flipper checks, or?
You could go for the early flipper checks, but at the moment we don't have the 500 for Zora, which makes it a little bit meh.
As you also know, like in the game also assumes that you have $500 regardless of how you get it.
The game
mirror.
The mirror is a good find.
That's a really good find this early. So really good items in the back of Escape, and especially in open mode. I wonder when Ikaros is going to make their way back there. There could be obviously a situation where the game gives you all you need to go to.
We have a bottle in the well. Ah, the single arrow on the bottle vendor. Pretty expensive one arrow.
I think there are some people that really like that one arrow. The Arrow of Destiny, I believe it's called. Is there like one useful item that you're always happy to see even though if it's not necessarily required, but you're just like, oh my goodness, I got that item, great. I think half magic is mine. Whenever I get half magic, I'm really excited about that.
Ooh, gloves in the back of tavern. That's nice.
Yep, that opens up the back of Escape. Oh, Canis Samaria and Library. So, boots possibly required?
Probably. Not 100% at the moment, because we can have Turtle Rock and Mire as a pendant. Also, the big key in GT could be on the left side.
Yep.
And we have half magic on the race game.
Yay! I'm happy. The game's over. Ikaros wins. Night, everyone. And yeah, we're gonna see an early back of Escape play. Yeah, I agree with this.
Yeah, totally. With that early gloves catch. You totally want to check out the 3 quick items in the back.
Some that, 50 coins, and some bombs. So, and looks
Not the
like
best.
he's going to keep going and try to see what's in the back of the escape.
Going for the Darth Ikaros. Looks like the red is running away. That was the wrong one. That costs a lot of time here right now.
Yeah, yeah. There it is. Nope, that's the
Nope.
smart piece.
One of the reasons I would not recommend that without at least the fire rod. Because the red can run so far away and you chase it and you can't catch it.
Yeah, it's definitely harder to. I think now they definitely at the point where they made the commitment that we're just trying to. Oh, there it is. You got it. Saw explosive. There
Yep.
it is.
Got the key.
LPShred is gonna get their half magic. I think this definitely would be a move that even if I just saw it, if I would definitely go out of the way to get it. if I just did a quick glance, I'm like, nope, I want that because it helps so much in some bosses for sure, especially like Turtle Rock and anything that's magic required.
Yeah, half magic is one of the best convenience item in the game, in my opinion. You don't need to look at your mana bar all the time. Even Ice Palace is way more comfortable with half magic.
Now, one trick I actually find with this dark room that Ikaros is trying to do.
Ooh, the flute!
Oh, that's worth it. Oh, and we got early bow. So that opens up.
And we got the map check!
Yep, so
We got a green pendant on desert! Hera and Eastern are blue.
Now, wondering, would you, because with knowing you have mirror, would you wait on an early Eastern until you see what if pod is crystal?
With the early flippers, I would totally go for the water checks first, even if I can't pay Zora, to check out what I can grab. Also, we are 2 items away from Go mode, from Dark World access, Moon Pearl and Hammer or Graphs, which would make potentially Eastern pot play way better than one after another if you have Dark World access later.
So, not much in that cave, just some bombos.
Shred needs to be careful here.
Especially the crabs, I find those really hurt. Oh,
Yeah,
I
the
hear
crab is still insta-kill at that part. They make 2 hot damage on green mail. Now he's fine for 1 hit. Alright, we're good to go. Save and quit. Not going for the water checks. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Go
Yeah, looks like he's going to do the
mount.
back escape.
Back of escape into mountain maybe, or into eastern next. Mountain would be out of logic, and you can only go to Hera at the moment.
Now wondering if LPShred's going to do the back of escape or the dark cross, or if he's just going. Oh, yep, he's going to go for it, and he should. Otherwise, he's isolating that check. So, go pass on. Get rewarded for it.
LPShred could use the bombos right here to kill the key rat to make it easier. And there are the bombos.
Having a little trouble finding the door, but I think he found it.
Ikaros is heading for eastern.
Which would make sense. I mean, based on their knowledge up to this point, they know Eastern's comparable dungeon, and one of the rules of thumb of randomizer is when you can clear a dungeon, you do so. So
Needs to be a little bit... Okay, he's fine. At the moment, it's out of logic because of no lamp or no fire rod if the big key is early.
and for a lot of runners, logic is just a suggestion. But it's a good. I find logic is a good guy to have if you're in a situation where you're not really sure where to go next. It's like, okay, well, what's the logic telling me?
Yeah, but I wonder why they are heading straight into Eastern instead of checking Zaha first. Because we don't have a green pendant and you could float away from Eastern afterwards.
Like, I actually do see a lot of runners that do Eastern first before they do chicken, and I wonder if it's just because of it feels as more of a time save, or they're oh, and there's well, Eastern is totally in logic. There we go.
Yep. We got the attraction here on the LPShred side. Ikaros chasing down the Starfoss.
Was Boots on ledge? I see Silver kind of put in chat about Boots.
Ooh. Boots were on Desert Ledge.
Oh.
I didn't see them there, cause that's the only reason I don't mention them. But Boots on Desert Ledge, the knowledge is huge.
That is huge. Especially knowing where Samara is. I think we'll see both runners race for it if they ever get the Golden Glove or the book. But
Ikaros needs to be a little bit careful here. Probably better to kill the enemies here right now. Oh, down on one half.
Or he can use bomb boost, can he?
Good, but he also has the bow. A little bit late for that. Giving LPShred a little bit more time.
There we are, the big key.
Back down on one half heart.
But he has fairies that he could drop
Yeah,
down
yeah,
to.
yeah.
So
He can totally drop down.
I've made that play multiple times. It's like I'd rather just take that 5 extra seconds and not have death.
Refill on LPShred's side here with the heart piece.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh. So obviously had a fairy. Awesome. That fairy came in useful. This is why I actually do like carrying a fairy. Just for the rare situation where I think I'm okay. I'm like, I don't need to use my bottle. I don't need to use my potion, and then I have death.
Let's see if I get the quick kill on the Amos Knights here for Darth Ikaros. Nicely done, the 2 red Igors.
Right. Let's go, Ikaros. You got this. There you go. Oh, and we have Quake.
Wake on Amos Knights. We already have 2 medallions. Also, even if that wasn't the quick kill, it was totally a decent strat.
Nicely done. I'll see what the old man has for us today. Well, medallions won't be an issue
LPShred
today.
gets the damage boost.
Now we got some money for a fish. No.
To the mountain. Understandable, because Ikaros doesn't have the flippers yet.
Yeah, it's one of those questions of do you do the front of escape or check out the mountain checks with what you kind of have. Oh, and there's the glove.
Ooh. Titans on Gary, the old man.
So this actually also opens up the boots, because we don't need portal to get the boots.
Yes.
And it also opens up the rock, that rock in Misery slash desert that you just need a mirror to get to.
The Dark World portal to Misery Maya.
So this
But
opens up
Icarus still needs to do the front of.
Oh, and there's
hook
the
shot.
hook shot. Yeah, hook shot.
The front of the castle needs to be cleared from Icarus for Mira and the flippers. Nicely done, Amos Knights as well for LPShred.
Now, the only thing with getting the hook shot, though, I just wonder if it's going to make Ikaros be farther away from getting the front of escape. So, we'll see.
If we find the moon pearl on the mountain, probably yes. Because then a good portion of the Dark World is available. Down on one heart at the moment for Icarus.
Oh,
Unfortunately, death. LPShred here for the water checks.
Yeah. And as a trooper, he's going back in and get those items again. What's at this point, this is the good call. Is to, like, you already made the commitment to do this play, you do it.
Yeah. All right. Let's see how much scam the scam fish is today.
To be
Okay.
determined. Yeah, to be determined there. I'm definitely a fan of Magic Cape, but now it opens up Spike Cape. Well, not until you get the hammer. And oh, silvers! Yay!
Silver. And the moon pearl on the Paradox Cave. That could be bad for Icarus there.
Yeah, 'cause that will definitely further delay. Now, Shred more likely as soon as he gets the Moon Pearl, and he has Mirror. This play time, I would definitely make the play to get those boots. It's but still early in the game. This is randomizer after all, and it's one thing. You never know what's going to happen in the game until we know.
But Shred is definitely on a better hand at the moment for the mountain, because they can full clear the mountain at the moment. Besides Spy Cave. But all the overworld checks are available.
Now, if you're Shred, would you, because you have Mirror, would you do the Hera, knowing the fact that it's in Crystal right now, just because you could clear it?
With the hook shot in Spec Rock, definitely I would go for.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Hera
You'll get the
first.
hook shot. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ikaros he's doing the right move of using the knowledge of the glove and hookshot to do those Dark World checks.
Let's see if LPShred is going for the bump jump. Nope. Looked
maybe-
like it for a sec, but I think they decided to not go for it. Blue mail on the Super Bunny Cave.
That's always nice to have. Especially maybe before you go into Dark World, just to have that extra level of protection.
That
Alright.
is our Dark World check. We have red crystals on Mire and Turtle Rock, and another pendant on Skullwoods.
And I believe the other pendant was on Swamp.
Okay.
Yep. So we know Samaria is required for sure.
Yes. Ooh, that was close for LPShred. Managed to dodge the extreme long text box there. Ikaros. Totally understandable heading straight to VOO. Maybe with a Skullwood Stip.
Yeah, for sure. It's very tempting, I find, with knowing that Skull is a pendant, those two checks, because I've been burned so many times, or got an advantage of just doing the Skull's checks just to get one or two checks, and that one or two checks is the thing you need to win the game. But so easily to avoid it too. You're like, alright, it's only two checks, but
It happened often enough that in Skullwood's pendant is major progression, like Fire Rod. Look at the burning in the brewery.
that's gonna help doing Thieves Town.
We got a fighter sword Moldorm here. 3 hits in. Using the cape. One hit more. Nicely done.
I actually find doing Cape Moldorm harder because it's so hard to find your shadow underneath Moldorm.
And we got the crystal lead here for LPShred.
Big Key and for Ikaros. I really like this MSU. And yeah, the hammer Shred's going right to get their boots. But they're gonna be forced back to get their Moon Pearl. But
LPShred is skipping the rest of the mountain here? Okay, to grab the boots and probably the Clearing desert, yeah.
Can't clear desert because they don't have. Oh, yeah, they do have a lamp. Sorry.
Yeah.
But desert's dependent, so it's less appetizing for me to clear it this early. And there's other things to do.
Grabbing the 20 here out of checkerboard. Still skipping the rest of the month?
Yeah, I'm wondering what Shred is doing right now. Like, are they trying to do? Oh, they're trying to do boost checks right now. Now, this is going to give a lot of time back for Ikaros. Unfortunately, because so this will definitely help that. Ikaros has, but obviously the advantage for Shred is they have the moves. So until Ikaros makes play with the back-to-back escape, it's still a close game. One thing I find with Turtle Rock, Thieves Town, there's really, boost come in handy in any dungeon, but you have so many little things that makes it harder to go fast.
LPShred is checking the lumberjack, because only Ikaros did that earlier.
Hopefully we'll get the Ikaros' speed back up. Right now, on their stream, they're fighting the boss.
Let's imagine it's a pretty long dark room without lamp. Yeah, good choice here to use cape to get safely into the paradox cave.
I find that's one thing I forget quite often is when I have mirror, is not using it to do that way to get into Paradox Cave.
Alright, there is the stream back on.
It doesn't look like they got any new items on Ikaros' side.
But cleared out Thieves Town. There's the Moon Pearl for LPShred. And we take the Smith on the walk. Ah, okay. I see what happened there. It was a commercial break.
Right. Now this is gonna really help out with Shred having the boots.
Yes, definitely. Makes Spiral Cave way, way better.
Now, the one thing with Ikaros, I will say, is no, well, actually, it won't matter because usually I would try to combine with Mirror to do Pyramid, but obviously Mirror's in back at front of Escape.
Hmm. Nicely block deleting here on LPShred's side.
That was a trick I did not know even existed for doing randomizer, and it's one of these little tricks that you didn't know were in the actual game of Link of the Past. You're like, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, as I found out about that trick, I tried it everywhere. Let me tell you, don't try it in a dungeon.
Oh.
It's not that helpful in a dungeon, as you can imagine.
You only have to do it once to realize why it's not helpful in a dungeon. But we've all done it. Yeah, so Ikaros, I think, is at the point now they're realizing they are missing something. So let's see where she goes next. Looks like she's gonna do the flipper checks. I'm trying. Can you do this part of Misery with Bunny or no? I thought you could. Somebody's not.
You can do Maya checks without Moon Pearl, but you need to go in the screen transition and press mirror at the same time.
Okay.
That way you have Bunny State in the cave, and you can open the chests. Oh!
Oh.
Ikaros got hit here on the fake flipper. Luckily, only till the sprite reappeared.
That's very
Just
yeah.
a very quick one as well. That can take up, I think, at least 1 minute if you have bad luck.
Correct. It takes, yeah, if you have gets shot, especially in Zora's era, and you're on flippers, it's a minute reset, and depending on when that happened, you either have to make the choice of waiting or just do a reset game. I made the mistake once of resetting the game without doing a save and realizing I had like 3 or 4 items that I had to reset yet.
Got the heart refill out of the heart piece and needs to swim out again. Classic.
Yep.
At least it was the second chest, not the first one.
Yep. Oh, green goo! Yay! I will take a free green goo. Thank you.
But Ikaros also has 1 blue bottle out of the check earlier.
Now, they're going to find a knowledge of silvers, The question, like, if Ikaros, she knows how to do splash delete. If not, unfortunately, then means those silvers will probably be stranded. Yeah.
Right here with a way easier Smith because of the mirror.
So we're still missing quite a bit of items in this game. Oh, and Ikaros is now going to get their knowledge and equipment. Cool.
And finally, Ikaros heading for the front of the castle to grab that mirror and the flippers.
Mirror up bombs. Oh yeah, mirror's coming. Mirrors. Oh, my mirror's on the Zelda show. I believe.
So Maria here on LPShred's side.
Ina Samaria. Now, I guess for Shred, I'm wondering if he'd be tempted to do Misery, because he has, I believe, he has everything.
Yep. Everything you would need in Meyer.
Including silver, so that's gonna make a very easy Mario boss. Oh, Ikaros unfortunately game now the flippers, which is unfortunate, knowing the knowledge now that those silvers are lost, probably. Ikaros will now use that to get those boots. Oh, we got Shovel under the purple chest.
Heading here for the Hype Cave. While Ikaros is in Meyer Shed. Unfortunately, that mirror portal is gone for good.
Ikaros though is going to actually take a look at the desert, so this could be interesting. Especially knowing that desert's a green pendant, we'll see how far C goes into Desert Palace.
Only a hard piece on the digging spot. A flute spot. And LPShred is heading for Meyer.
We got combos on Meyer today.
Makes quick work of the Murderductyl. Who is really close at the moment.
The murder ducktail is the that's one thing that scares me doing inverted loops. That's for you want to do Meyer check because it's 2 quick checks, but those ducktails just to attack is so murderous and so evil.
Pretty good Maya 2 clear here for LPShred.
I agree. That was pretty good.
And a true God Maya as well.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we are not in go mode.
It's always a nice key to find right away when you are in go mode, especially when you have to do Meyer. Oh, great. He wants to do the rest of the dungeon. I think Ikaros might be doing the same thing right now. It might be... Oh, do some more checks.
Yeah, checking the 20 on checkerboard.
Checker, who's gonna go next?
I would have liked the Sumaria grab before the check on checkerboard on Ikaros' side here.
I think that's one thing I actually really like with the Mentor tournament. It allows you to. I think that's one thing with anybody, especially new to randomizer, is learning about routing and the best way to sort of route things in. So you don't have to, because you realize, or the more you do rando, how the less time you could double dip something, how much is a huge time save. Like, I didn't realize how important it was to do, like, I see some runners, like, they wait till the last minute to do Dark Mountain, and after a while, like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, really nice Meyer.
Yeah. Quick work with that Silvers.
Yep, so Ikaros is doing the good thing, which is always clearing dungeons. And we're still on Fire Sword, everyone. Oh.
Okay, they noticed that they grabbed the heart mid-air, which would not work with the bomb knockback here for the Herapod. So they needed to reset the room with the mirror to get the right knockback.
I did not know that was a thing until I think, listening to one of the watching somebody do that. And I was wondering, like, why they're mirroring? And then one of the commentators made that comment, like, well, because if they try it won't theropod correctly. I'm like, oh. There was a few times I thought it was like, for a while, I was like, I thought I'm doing it correctly, and it wasn't working because I had that situation, but I just didn't know what to do. I'm like, everything looked right.
Yeah, you can reset that with mirroring or walking into the staircase with the small key. So basically doing the 2 screen transitions. We done Moldorm here for Ikaros.
The lamp was in Eastern Palace. So that's why both runners got it when they're pretty early in the game.
That's interesting what Sean here mentioned. You can also put 9 Gotta-Go flames on the screen to reset that.
Oh, alright. Learn something every day. Thank you, Sean.
Got knocked out of the iframe area here. But quick thinking, using the cape and grab into the wall to prevent the magic from depleting.
Well, we kind of have some crossover of the 2 runners. Make sure we give our runners a follow for all the work that they're doing today. This is the week 2 of our mentor tournament. Oh. All right, thank you. Also, make sure you give our tracker, who's doing great work, Lady Laura Linda, and my co-commentator, Mormasil, a follow.
As well as Kaiten.
Make sure you also put the follow, subscribe to our follow to our Go Mode podcast. We're going to keep putting out some content this great tournament, and it's fun to and also help support the runners as we get more involved in this community. So then Ikaros is doing the back of skull. See, I like this in some ways, where it's just like, as we kind of talked about earlier, where sometimes the back of skull has the one thing that we need for Go Moon.
Yep. And we got the fire rod. Didn't I mention it earlier?
Nice!
It is the fire rod in Scouts.
Oh,
French vanilla.
French vanilla. That's huge. Now I'm wondering if Shred's. Yep, Shred's actually gonna get their fire rod. French vanilla, fire rod. How many times in this game have I seen that?
Ooh, we got a shroom on the bumper ledge.
Yep, yep.
Always to remember to kill that Murderductyl first.
Yeah, on Ikaros tracker, she doesn't have cape. Yeah, I thought she did have tracker. Yeah, I mean cape. Okay. There we go. Oh, man, that's against mushroom. I find that's always one check I do almost as soon as I get cape if I'm in the dark world is check out bumper ledge.
Yeah, I always route it with Skullwoods depending on which side I came from, before or after Skullwoods.
So we're still missing hammer. Any thoughts where that could be?
Could be in Swamp, because we got the items pretty early in the first chest. Or in Pot itself. Wouldn't be surprised about that.
Yeah, we've seen that. I've seen maybe an Ice Palace. Oh, there's Book.
Like Sean mentioned, Ice wouldn't be surprising as well. Always in the dungeons where you need the hammer to clear it.
Still missing Ice Rod, or missing Hammer. Or Go mode right now.
Sword upgrade would be nice too at the moment, so we can check out the tablets.
Now for me, like I would almost put sword as like a super low priority because I'm always expecting a sword in Ganon's Tower. I don't know. Is that what your thought would be in this situation, or?
I'm good to go without a sword. Pretty late, I would like to have one, but I can clear basically everything with a hammer if I get one. I mean, we also have bow and fire rod, so we have pretty good armory.
And I think Ikaros is going to go for silvers. Yep.
Yep. Good routing here. Checking catfish and then grabbing the silvers.
Yeah, if you're gonna do this, this makes 100% sense. Where you're like, oh, this only takes maybe a minute, less than a minute to get it, and especially when you're facing Ganon, like if you, especially for new runners, if you have doing spinning Ganon, it's once you're comfortable with it, it's helpful. But yeah, it could be trying.
For Gammon at that moment, because Ikaros still needs to clear Meyer, and Vitreous without Silvers is, at the moment, with Fighter Sword and normal bow, pretty annoying to fight. With Silvers, it's a piece of cake. As long as you hit the arrows.
Was there one boss that, when you started doing randomizer, that really tripped you up with like having like, because we have limited items, not like usually you have a full arsenal of items when you get to certain bosses?
As I started, it would probably Viti and Mothula.
Oh, yeah, I can see Mothia. That Mothia is definitely one where I practice a lot on, even now. Just like I'm pretty good at the hammer strats, but it's something that I still know I need to. Mothia could be interesting. And we're seeing our runners wanting to follow each other right into pod.
A lot of checks. We only can't go to the boss at the moment without hammer.
Yeah.
So I like that play.
So both runners actually are pretty even. Both have both runners. Oh, I think they Shred has one more dungeon down because they did Visory.
Yep.
But item-wise, I mean, they have the exact same number of items, so except for I think Ikaros, Shred has shovel knowledge.
I like moments like that, where the runners are on the same screen all the time.
As her lady Laura Linda also likes it. It makes tracking so much easier. As someone that's done tracking, it's especially for a key sanity and old dungeon moves. That could be fun. Oh,
There's the big key.
so far, nothing in pod. Well, we'll see. Still early. There's a small key. Now they're thinking, do I go back down? And the answer is no. We're gonna keep going.
And we still need to grab one small key at some point in the front. But that we can do a little bit later if we find hammer.
I think of what Laura Linda's doing there. Oh, okay. Is he just trying to decide you want to go back or what?
You mean Ikaros?
This should be another small key. Oh, there's a master sword.
There's a sword!
Alright, now we can kill Ganon. I will say, like, Master Stratch Ganon is never. I'm not a fan of.
Don't worry, it's just for now. With enough experience, it's not that bad. I appreciate the try of the hammer jump here. Let's see if we go for the second try. Yes, we do.
I definitely appreciate the try because that's something I'm not good at all. And I know I just need to spend a few days and just practice it and get it down because that's and also hard to find when you're in a race situation where it's just maybe that little internal pressure. Even though we're not in the playoffs, but these runners are putting on a show for us today, and you still want you always want to do the best you possibly can. And they get their taper sword, yay! So helpful. Shred's gonna do their Eastern Palace or Desert.
Desert Palace.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I'm wondering if Icarus knows they are using their magic.
Yeah.
I thought they were maybe trying to think about doing mushroom fake powder.
Yes. With half magic, it's always a pain. But activating the burner way earlier than you are in the close proximity helps to depleting the magic way earlier.
Now, something I'll definitely have to learn because I know there's a technique for it where you have to hit the button just right in order to get the half magic to work.
LPShred is heading back into Mire to grab the items out of there. Yeah, looks like live coaching here from Lactanzi.
There. Awesome.
Nicely done. Pulled it up.
And just a piece of heart.
Sadly, only for a heart piece.
A good job. That's something that it's a good trick to do, and we've seen payoffs for that. And now they're going to turn in their mushroom.
So far, we got only bombs out of Mire.
first. Take a look at Meyer, which having silvers, having LPShred, and being a required crystal, this totally makes sense.
Yes.
So, where's Hammer, everyone? There's not too many places left. I think Shred's now going to try to do the book checks.
Also nicely done Maya 2 here from Ikaros.
Very nice, very nice.
LPShred is heading for the ether tablet here. Looks like it.
Yeah, this is hard. Yeah. So this is all going to be time given back to Ikaros. This is they've already done, except for they haven't done the book checks on ether tablet. Shred's gonna get their coffee break.
Yep. Yeah, at that point I would probably go next to Ice.
Yeah, ice is definitely a call. I could see ice, and that makes sense considering it's probably the most dense of the available options. And I think, unfortunately, for some of the runners, I think you get to a point of they just realize I don't have hammer. Oh, very nice, Meyer on Ikaros' side.
Probably also headed straight to the boss. And as we know, there was nothing in Meyer besides bomb and the full heart. But heading straight back in.
Now, is it better to do, if you have the key right away, just to do the boss on Meyer, or do you...
I prefer to clear it if I'm on item search. Because Maya 2 can take a good time if you mess it up a bit. And it's only 2 checks you're searching for.
Oh.
And there's the hammer.
I forgot first item you need in Ice Palace is in Ice Palace. Thank you,
Classic
game.
Such a classic game. Fire Rod in Skullwoods and Hammer in Ice.
Alright, Fred's is attempting their icebreaker.
Yep, got it.
I found Icebreaker was like one of those abilities that I really wanted to learn when I first started playing Randomizer. I first saw it, I'm like, that's amazing. I want to learn how to do that.
Yeah, there are a few setups to get the right pixels for the icebreaker. Depending on the own playstyle, one of them is always pretty easy for the players.
Well, everyone, now we're in a situation where we're in our classic ice rod hunt.
Who doesn't like a good ice rod hunt? And we got the mirror shield grab here. Makes laser bridge way easier. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ice Rod would be in Turtle Rock at that point.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Like I definitely, or at this point you clear pod next, and then I would definitely be on that train to going to Turtle Rock and just assuming it's there.
Also, I would definitely go to Turtle Rock next, because all we have left after port is Pendant Dungeons. And we didn't play Swamp could be a nightmare that way. I think we go for the example in Turtle Rock. You could go Swamp first, because that's, I think, the last mirror check we would have.
Alright.
And after that, we could save the portal on the laser bridge.
Ikaros is going to make a dip into Swamp Palace. Oh, there's Ice Rod. And...
Yay, we are in go mode.
And sometimes the game does stuff like that. Like, here you go. You want to go mode now? Here you go.
Unfortunately for Ikaros, there is nothing. Maybe a sword upgrade left in Swamp. But even that wouldn't... the time loss... not the greatest. Now,
unfortunately for Ikaros, like, because they don't have the hammer, the only thing that they're maybe looking for in here would be ice rod.
Yeah.
Because everything else, you're not going to find the hammer in that swamp after that one check. Because logically, the game expects you to have the hammer to get to the back of the swamp. But I get their thinking, though. This is the most dense area, so to maybe get an item.
Left side first as well. I think the mentor said something about left side first.
Ikaros is attempting to do the diver down, and it's definitely not the easiest trick to first start off doing. I know I struggled when I first joined Randomizer, and a lot of it I kept more I think was trying to worry about my block placement on for King of Samaria, but then I kind of learned it's more just about how to dive and then quickly down right to try to get out of the water and get to that corner quickly as possible. And, it definitely took me a while to figure it out. Soy, I believe, has some really good videos on how to master that technique.
You could also go for diverless Sumaria, which is way easier, in my opinion. Because you don't need to jump in and out of the water.
I know you can also use bombs. I can never really get used to that one.
You can also diverless with Sumaria.
Very nice boss fight on Shred side. Yep, as Silver mentioned, right now, Ikaros really needs to make the dip into Ice Palace. That's where they're missing their last two items. And I get it, it's we need two items. You typically go with density, and in this case, the two items that you need just happen to be in a 3-item dungeon. That's random reminder for you, folks.
And I understand the swamp dip from Ikaros and Lactanzi here, because they find the flippers and the mirror way later. So they could gamble for a potential progression item in swamp.
That makes sense.
In hope that LPShred and DDR Kirby didn't go there.
Yeah, it makes sense if you feel like you're behind to sort of make that play, where you're like, okay, I need something that gets me out. Um,
Here. And LPShred here, on the way to the last dungeon.
Yeah, let's see what we have today.
Wake to open to a rock.
I believe that's a vanilla open.
Yes, it is. Let's see what we can find on left side swamp here. The key for sure. As I didn't I mention the sword in swamp?
You did mention the storage swamp.
Oh my god, I jinxed the whole game.
You jinxed the game. Ikaros will now have the sword advantage for sure. Then unfortunately, they're going to now just do some more mirror checks, like or other checks. Oh, they're doing a double check. This happens to everyone, where you get to a point where you're just last resorting something, and we all done it.
Yeah. Well, I have kind of understanding that you don't want to go into ice and don't find the hammer in there.
Oh, 100%.
But I think here after the hobo check, we will see Ice Palace.
Number 8, yep. Here we are. Now, Ikaros gonna go into Ice Palace and get the Go Mode items. Yeah, Ice Palace is always one of those dungeons that I think a lot of runners, they even if they have certain gears that maybe be able to do it, and do a lot of checks, it's still 3 checks. It's a lot of work to get in and do those 3 checks compared to maybe other dungeons or other one-off checks.
Ice Palace is also probably the worst dungeon vanilla-like to play.
One thing I actually like with oh, that's a very nice icebreaker. That's
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that a lot.
I need to take lessons from that one. That's very nice.
LPShred making quick work here of the pokey. Nice sword buffer technique here in Ice Palace from Ikaros.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're just getting a bit of desync on Fred's side. So and we're gonna go see some butter techniques on the Ice Palace boss, which is always fun.
Yeah. Code says quick work with Gold Sword. Or even with Fire Rod.
Mhm.
Fortunately got hit here by the ice drop.
Oh,
Nicely done.
nice. And now Ikaros is now in their go mode.
Yes.
No,
Ikaros still needs to catch up a little bit. Needs to clear out of pot, Helmosaur, and then the whole Turtle Rock thing. LPShred going for the safety door here. Totally understandable.
Yeah, especially when you're at the mentor tournament and if you're not comfortable with the fight, the Trinex fight, it's can be fun. Yeah, but they have it does have blue mail and paper or temper short, so that really helps. Oh, now having that door really helps. Oh wait, hey, that's Barry. There you go.
Yeah, they still need the last small key here. I think they skipped the big chest, so maybe we got 3%. We will see that in a moment. We got the switch to the cape or burner here for the last check. And we're lucky. Nicely done Mimic Room here on Ikaros' side.
That is a very nice Mimic Room. Killing these turtles will definitely be really easy with ButterSword. One thing that I learned pretty early in my last I did Adventure before was sometimes good just to take damage just so you don't have to get those spirals off the sword and let the ButterSword really do his thing.
And you want to have sword beams for the crystal switch after the cutscene. And after that, you don't want to have sword beams anymore. Or just stick to the hammer to kill them.
Very nice phase 1 on Shred's side. And very nice kill on Ikaros' side.
Yeah, playing it safe here, using the burner, because we are on 3 hearts at the moment.
Yeah, I was fine even like in race. You're never feeling 100% confident of if you're leading or not. So the last thing you want to do is just avoid taking unnecessary deaths.
Yeah. Especially in Trinex's fight. Trinex's such a long fight.
And especially if you didn't pick up the safety door, it's a such a long climb to go back down.
And we got the last crystal here.
Oh.
So, where do you think the big key in GT will be? My guess is always 17.
Oh, that's a good number. I'm gonna go with the number that I thought of first, which is number 5.
Number 5.
Hmm.
Chat, you can also participate in the big key guessing game. Write down a number in the chat where you think the GT big key is. We got 12. The 8. 15.
Let's see who's right today. All right, we're going to go do the right side first.
First. Got a small key.
And a map.
We're playing Hope into left. That's totally fine. Personally, I prefer if I find a small key in Hope Room, I stick to the right side. But every routing is fine in GT.
This is true. But it does make sense if you decide to make the right side dip first to do the just finish up, continue on, do the 4 checks, and then if something's then make a call if you want to go to the basement or shoot over to the left side. I have seen people make the argument, well, I'm just going to continue doing invasion and mine as well. And it's, hey, it's, if it works, that's great. Like you said, it's whatever finds you the big key, doesn't matter how.
Yeah, the correct routing in GT is always which leads to the big key. That's all. Check 7 coming up here.
That last little skull person was giving Shred a little trouble.
Yeah, the Star Force likes to troll you a lot. Always jumping away.
It's like he doesn't want to be killed for some reason.
But they're skeletons. They are already dead. Number 8. Also no big key. Yeah. Ikaros popping here, the blue potion.
Yeah.
And the number 9 was the big key.
Nice. So it looks like Zachara's with without going over is the closest winner with 8. Now, if we go with the Price is Right rules. I definitely enjoyed watching that show. It's a good way to stay home from staying home from school. um, the days when people watch network TV.
See? Let's see which routing Ikaros decides for.
Yep, correct. That's the kind of rules that the Price is Right rule is the amount not without going over.
Looks like also hope into left, which is good.
Mm-hmm. Now it's a question if they just continue doing left or they do the technique where you do the first 5 checks on the left and then you mirror out and then do the checks on the right.
I don't like to go back and forth all the time. So if you decide for hope room into left, stick with left. Otherwise, go in here first, mirror out, and do full right. Back and forth is pretty slow, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I was going to make it kind of almost like a game decision, like depending on what's inventory I have. If I'm missing like if I'm on Master Sword or if I don't have silvers, it's like, do I go with density? But like you said before, I'm like, there's no wrong way to do GT until you find a big key. But Ikaros is going the right way with by knowing what we know now where the big key is located.
There we go. Into the climb with Ikaros as well.
Yeah. Once again, make sure you uh, send our thanks to the runners for putting on a great show. They're doing awesome. This is the week 2 of our mentor tournament. And also, so thanks to Lady Laura Linda for doing all their awesome tracking. And my commentator.
Nicely
also,
done,
yeah.
Mimic 2 here.
Yeah.
Sorry to That was beautiful, Mimic 2. Also making good use of the cape here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, very nice.
Interesting boomerang strats here from Ikaros. Never seen that before.
Mm-hmm. I just found it
Beautiful using of the splash of the fire rod there.
Now, why does it splash like that? I'm always curious why it does that. Why it does that? It's just weird if I like hit the skull and it splashes right into that skull guy. That's so interesting.
Plus the fire rod is beautifully coded.
Oh, nice. Oh. Once again, it's one of those things I did not notice while playing the game when I was much younger, right when the game was on the Super Nintendo to now, or like, "Oh, you can do that? That's so neat."
Oh, nicely done with drops 1 here.
Mhm.
LPShred is checking here for maybe the gold sword, I guess.
Yeah, but temper and silvers, I guess at this point, not really needed.
It's in the climb.
Very
Nicely
nice.
done, Trolldom 2 here from LPShred. Let's see how good Aga 2 works out for LPShred.
Mhm.
Or how I like to call that fight, Aganometry.
And apparently he's in a dark room.
Maybe Aganim learned a new trick? Ah.
Okay.
And we see Aga 2 here on Ikaros side. Unfortunately, a blue ball in the way.
Yeah, so it sounds like we won't get to see the ending of LPShred's fight, but we'll get him and Icarus in the commentary booth when we can. If they want to join us after the fight. Um, All right, we got Ikaros on Ganon. Very nice using the cape on Ganon.
Ooh, unfortunately got one body hit from Ganon there.
Ikaros just
Nicely done, 1-1.
Ikaros just want to give Ganon a hug.
Yeah. Going. Oh.
Oh.
Accidentally quick swapped away from the lamp there, but still managed to get the torch glitch. 2 silvers more, and we're done. One more.
Very nice.
And that's it. GG's in the chat for both runners, I would say. We didn't see the end of LPShred, but both runners did a great job in their runs.
Oh, very good. Very good fight for both runners. They did an excellent job. You win. Whoever programs the ending credits, I love them. Let's see if we get the two runners want to join us in the booth today, but they both did a great job. Official times we have for both runners for LPShred was 1 hour 43 minutes, and then Darth we have 1 hour 58 minutes. But really good show. Like we saw some really good techniques used by both runners, and
Yes.
this very very impressive work on some of the bosses. I really liked LPShred's work on the Ice Palace icebreaker and a few other things that I thought C did a really good job at. And then I think for LPShred he just guessed right with obviously picking going to Ice Palace, which not doing the extra checks. And also obviously benefiting of getting the boots early.
Yeah. The early castle front into earlier boots was huge.
Yep. It's like they're coming in. Yeah, GG's, Ren, and GG's to...
Oh.
Thank you.
GG's.
GG's.
GG, everybody.
GG's. Nice to meet you all.
Oh, great job on the runs. Really liked... That was a interesting seed.
Yeah.
For sure.
How'd you like that hammer?
Yes.
I had a seed not that long ago where it was there, and so I was like, "Oh, it's going to be right here." I was a new enough player that I kind of forgot you needed hammer there, and it was right there. So
Wow, that's lucky. In
yeah,
my case, I had seeds where even despite that swamp is a pendant, the hammer is in the first chest right there. So I was like, okay, let's go. Yeah, well, I was telling Lek that maybe we should go to swamping just in case, and he was like, okay, yeah, and we still need the ice rod. So if we could, like try to find the ice rod, but of course, Ice Palace had both.
Yes, of course. The one dungeon that 2 to 3 only has 3 items. 2 of them you need for go mode. Of
Yeah,
course.
that's when does that even happen, right? When?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to apologize to you because I mentioned way earlier before any one of you found fire rod or hammer. It is likely to find fire rod in pendants skullwoods in the front
Yeah.
and hammer in ice or
Of
in any
course.
other hammerlock dungeon.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I was
certainly
just
this is a
really
wild
worried
ride.
because we skipped Hera basement and coming down towards the end, and I got to check that one. I was like, oh my gosh, if it's here, I'm so screwed. And thankfully it wasn't, but that was in the back of my mind. So
Honestly, my biggest concern was that maybe not necessarily the hammer, but the ice rod was going to be in Thieves Town, like in
mm,
the big chest of
Yes.
Thieves Town. I was like, no, please don't be there.
yeah.
or
Yeah.
or Lamnos, and retrieving the pendant to Saha. Yeah.
Yeah, we skipped Lambos because it was one item, and but you know how it goes. Whenever you start skipping those, you start thinking about A, how long it's going to get back there, and B, worrying if your opponent got there too. So yeah, it was a nail biter. I'm gonna give DDR Kirby's not in here, but I'll give him a shout out. He did an excellent job walking me through on this one. So props to him.
No. Yeah, no, that's what especially the mentors tournaments here to do, to get the advice sometimes of the mentors when we're at these situations of. But I think for both of you, like I'm sure, because you got Shred, you got the mirror early by doing that escape, which
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
and unfortunately for you, like Carlos, that was something that I think you just last resorted.
Mhm.
Well, honestly, after I got my flute and I got the pearl, I think I was like more like in the Titansmith. I think I found kind of early.
Mhm.
I was like just okay, like like having like the possibility of having like good items in Hyrule Castle were kind of like lowering down, especially since I found the bow, found the hook shot, found the what is it called, the Somaria, that, well, after fighting the Pegasus boots, like I was already like, well, I described to Lek that when I am like distracted by a good item that can let me like do lots of checks, I have like these blinders, like a horse. So he's the one that he's going, okay, but how about we go over here and maybe it's a better check over there, and yeah, and he's right. Like I don't have to only focus on that one like good progression item that I got. I have to check my options. I have to think.
No,
But
yeah, it's a very normal thing to do at this point, where it's like when you have especially dungeons to clear, and especially in the role of the game, is just you clear dungeons, and so yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think like even watching, it was something that we both kind of like, oh no, as soon as you kind of got those items on Death Mountain, we're like, oh no, because it means it's going to take you longer to get that those progression items in. But it's nothing that you did. It's just more like this randomizer for you.
yeah. At the end, it's random. Like the way that Lake described the situation is always like in random. The most important thing is that you like your opponent last located like the one thing you needed late after you, or something like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, overall, I have to give a lot of shout out to Lectancy, because I raced him against him in the last year's mentor tournament, and I was like, whoa, like this guy had an amazing time against me. Like he definitely is quite the great runner, and having the chance to like having him as a mentor it's really really amazing too. Like he somehow I call him the wizard. Like somehow he's also like he senses like the best way to go through somewhere, even despite that I might be thinking like the opposite, or I might think like okay, like this has more checks, but he was like, yeah, but what if this one check is actually the thing and that's the right thing? And I'm like, oh my god, I I don't know, he's incredible for sure too.
Awesome. Yeah, no, it's always helped to like learn from the mentors and just continue to learn new things, and that's what we're here also just playing this game that's been out forever that we still like I still love.
Yeah.
I really liked your icebreakers and some of the stuff you're doing in Ice Palace. I thought it was a really quick and amazing job. I feel like you need to teach me a few things afterwards.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm
Yeah,
flattered.
that icebreaker was wonderful.
Oh, nice. Well, I don't know if you guys have like any questions or anything, but I am really happy to be part of this again, once again. And I'm looking forward to, like the next weeks. Hopefully, Lectancy continues to be my mentor. And good luck also to LPShred for his upcoming matches. I hope you're continue killing it. And I'll see you guys next time, I suppose.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. I've had a great time with all of this. So thanks, everybody, for putting this on, for the restream. It's been a great time. So sorry about the technical difficulties, but yeah, no, everybody, have a great night.
Have a good one.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching the stream.